Hey everyone, Chad Nicholas here, and this is a new thing I'm going to start on my channel where I review movies while doing whatever it is they did in the movie. So, first off, The Running Man. Let's get to running. So, the thing I think about Running Man is I think it's a lot better than people are actually giving it credit for, given all the reviews that I've seen. So, I think it's just the thing because of expectations, because of what Edgar Wright's done in the past, and just because of the expectations and Stephen King adaptation and all that. I think I've seen a lot of people who say, oh, well, it's not as good as Hot Fuzz, or oh, it's not as good as Baby Driver. And because of that, they act like it doesn't have a right to exist. But I think it's always sad when just because a filmmaker started out as an indie filmmaker and did a really good job, that suddenly people don't want to let them branch out and do bigger budget movies. And honestly, I thought this was pretty good. It's not as good as Baby Driver. That's still, tired. That's still probably my favorite Edgar Wright film. But yeah, I think it's pretty solid. The cast is really good. Glen Powell brings back that 80s action star genre, kind of like he did with Top Gun. I think he's one of the best actors doing that currently. How do I fit trainers to do this? Mercy. Never tried to talk while I run before. But this isn't the jogging man, so we'll pick back up. But I think other casts, I think Josh Brolin does a really good job at being the antagonist. And honestly, I thought the hardest actor from the original movie to replace was probably always going to be Richard Dawson, even more than Arnold. I think Richard Dawson, mercy. I thought Richard Dawson was a really excellent choice in the original and really brought that sense of the game show host that he was known for to the role. And I thought, even more than Glen Powell, I thought Colman Domingo was absolutely incredible in the movie. He's not in it a lot. I think if they found ways to use Colman Domingo more, or just kind of what they did with Dawson in the original, where they made him the central antagonist, I would have hated to not see Josh Brolin here, but I do think Colman Domingo should have been used more. But overall, yeah, I thought it was a really solid movie. The action was really good. The Michael Cera stuff was creative. And overall, I think we should be less hard on movies like this. If an indie director wants to get a big budget and make a more generic action movie, that's okay. Because at the end of the day, what would you rather see? A big budget blockbuster made by someone who really doesn't care? Or a big budget generic blockbuster made by someone who, while not his best work, can still make something pretty fun and enjoyable? Whew. I really do have a new respect for iFit trainers, mercy. But yeah, overall, I think The Running Man was really good, and my rating would be that it's a solid time at the movies. Oh crap. I'm still here.